Gee, I haven't done this in a while, The voice is a little bit, it's a little bit tough to do, but I think I can do this. I mean, my voice is supposed to have changed. Ah, there we go. Wow, it it has changed. I kind of like it. No, it's more like this now. Yes, hi. We're on. This is the L2C Media Network, and this is Steve Sporty Balls, a sportscast unlike any other because we flipped the script. Wait a minute, we don't have a script. Tonight, reports say that Harbaugh is LA Charger bound. Who can take over? Plus, the latest scores and news from college, pro, and minor league hockey and basketball. Plus, we're counting it down to the big game Sunday, Championship Sunday, before the Super Bowl. All that and a whole lot more. Now, with the latest in everything sports and entertainment related. By the way, I'm Harry Von Stuttgart. I love the new voice. Here he is, Steve, the Baxman Baxley. Yeah, that's the picture of the computer. Actually, a picture of the laptop. How you doing, everybody? Is there a way we can, I guess we have to have the halo effect. Oh, we don't. Just like that. There we go. Okay. Hey. Okay, there we are. We are. All right. How you doing, everybody? Welcome, one and all to the Corsican Ball. I am your host and congenial host indeed, Steve the Baxman Baxley. We welcome you to our little living room, once again being used as my bedroom, and we are slowly but surely getting things back in order, at least in order in some way, shape, or form. So we hope you will bear with us again. But this has been, as I said, as I said it on our preview on my Facebook page, this has been a very big day in sports. And we have a lot to talk about, so let's get going. And the big story is a report from both Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network and ESPN's Adam Schefter that the Los Angeles Chargers have just hired Jim Harbaugh to be their new head coach. We got the story for you, so we're going to do it here. So here it goes. The Los Angeles Chargers has hired Michigan's Jim Harbaugh as the next head coach, as the team announced Wednesday. Both sides agreed to terms on a deal. Harbaugh had long been the top target for the Chargers, and the coach has been looking to jump back in the NFL ranks the last several years. Winning the national championship at Michigan, his alma mater, was crucial for Harbaugh to comfortably leave for the NFL. Said Harbaugh in a statement released by the Chargers, quote, "My love for Michigan, playing there and coming back to coach there leaves a lasting impact. I'll always be a loyal Wolverine. I'm remarkably fortunate to have been afforded the privilege of coaching at places." No, come on, get back over here. Coaching at places where life's journey has created strong personal connections for me. From working as an assistant coach at Western Kentucky alongside my father Jack, and time as an assistant with the Raiders, to being a head coach at USD, Stanford, the 49ers, and Michigan, each of those opportunities carried significance. Each felt personal. When I played for the Chargers, the Spanos family could not have been more gracious or more welcoming. Being back here feels like home, and it's great to see that those things haven't changed. The only job you start at the top is digging a hole, so we know we've got to earn our way. Be better today than yesterday. Be better tomorrow than today. My priorities are faith, family, and football. And we are going to attack each with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. This organization is putting in the work, investing capital, building infrastructure, and doing everything within its power to win. Great effort equals great results, and we're just getting started. The 60-year-old Harbaugh has won everywhere he has coached. He won 29-6 at the University of San Diego before turning Stanford around after just 3 years. In just 4 years with the San Francisco 49ers, he went to 3 NFC championship games and narrowly lost Super Bowl XLVII. I think that's 58. The last 9 years, he's home to Michigan, and the last 3 years, he's gone undefeated against Ohio State and made it to 3 college football playoffs. And hello, Matthew. Now Michigan will look to fill his shoes, which won't be easy. Harbaugh initially interviewed with the Chargers on January 15th. There was always a strong desire to make it to a second interview that took place Tuesday at the team's facility. Harbaugh is expected to bring Jesse Minter, the Michigan defensive coordinator, with him to LA, according to sources. The Chargers search committee consisted of team owner Dean Spanos, president of football operations John Spanos, president of business operations A.G. Spanos, executive vice president, chief operating officer Jeannie Bonk, chief of staff and counselor Fred Moss, VP of culture programs and development James Collins, chief administrative officer Catherine Ist, and Executive Vice President of Football Administration, Player Finance, Ed McGuire. Said Dean Spanos in the press release announcing Mr. Harbaugh's hire, Jim Harbaugh is football personified, and I can think of no one better to lead the Chargers forward. The son of a coach, brother of a coach, and a father of a coach, who himself was coached by names like Schembechler and Ditka for the past 2 decades, Jim has led hundreds of men to success everywhere he's been as their coach. And today, Harbaugh returns to the Chargers, this time as our coach. Who has it better than us? And Harbaugh flirted with a return to the league each of the last 2 years. He interviewed twice for the Vikings job following the 2021 season. Last year, he and the Denver Broncos had strong mutual interest, but that sort of waned out. One source said Harbaugh opted against further pursuing the Broncos last year when he determined he had a good chance to win the national title at Michigan in the 2023 season. Now, CBS Sports previously reported Panthers owner Dave Tepper had a conversation with Harbaugh after the coach or someone on his behalf called Carolina multiple times during last year's coaching cycle. Panthers never officially interviewed Harbaugh in either of their 2 coaching searches. So Harbaugh is gone. He won the title, and now he's going to try to win a Super Bowl. So, who's on the list? Well, reports. The Wolverines intend to cast a wide net, perhaps, though that net will need not extend much further than the end of Schembechler Hall. Frankly, who are we kidding? With Harbaugh off to the NFL, there's one name clearly atop the list of potential replacements. Offensive coordinator Sharon Moore in his 6th season at Michigan. Now, Moore was already a rising star before he took over as acting coach for 4 games this past season, including big wins over Ohio State and Penn State. When given a chance to showcase his leadership skills, at least on game day, Moore made a huge difference in Michigan's national championship season. He knows the culture, the roster, and really the future in Ann Arbor. The world got to know more personally after his emotional post-game interview on Fox after the Penn State win. Quote, I don't really care about what other people say about it, Moore said in December. I made sure I talked to my mom about it, and that's what really mattered, end quote. What mattered more that day was Moore calling for 32 straight runs for the Wolverines in that game, which wore down the Nittany Lions defense. He was in charge during the fourth quarter rally against Alabama in the Rose Bowl semifinal that saved Michigan's season and led it to the college football playoff national championship. Now, while the offensive production dipped overall this season, how do you argue with back-to-back Joe Moore awards? For best offensive line in 21 and 22 and 23, Moore's unit was incredibly efficient, committing only 8 turnovers and 924 offensive snaps. Only 2 teams were better. Now, this feels like Moore's time, and I got to agree. And being an in-house candidate, Michigan could move quickly to name him Harbaugh's replacement. So, yes, he is far and away the top choice for the Maize and Blue. Further enhancing Moore's chances, coaches who would have otherwise been high on this list are off the board entirely after landing new gigs. Kalen DeBoer from Washington to Alabama, Jonathan Smith, Oregon to Michigan State. Sharon Moore, Michigan offensive coordinator this year, couldn't have gone better for a 37-year-old from Derby, Kansas, at least if you forget that Moore was suspended by Michigan for 1 game, amid his role in the ongoing investigation regarding alleged recruiting violations. Now, most everyone has forgotten that dalliance. Moore was 4-0 as an acting coach. He was the strategist behind a punishing running game that produced a school record 56 career rushing touchdowns by Blake Corum. Quarterback J.J. McCarthy developed into a top NFL draft choice. And the 4th and 2 call against Alabama in the Rose Bowl should be worthy of a painting. The only downside, Moore has no experience running a behemoth, but he's earned his shot. Now, Moore's made calls in recent weeks to fill his staff in preparation for Harbaugh's departure. Now, according to CBS Sports senior NFL insider Jonathan Jones, these also might have a chance. LSU coach Brian Kelly. Now, Kelly hit the jackpot when he went from Notre Dame to LSU. Think of Michigan having a bigger jackpot. Michigan obviously has the resources to attract Kelly after offering Harbaugh a reported $11.5 million per year. Now, you shouldn't have to be reminded, Kelly has been to a BCS championship game in college football playoff. He just got done coaching a Heisman Trophy winner in Jaden Daniels. LSU would be upset, but it's a big deal. We live in an age of job hopping. Another name, Lance Leopold. There's also Michigan defensive coordinator Jesse Minter. Missouri coach Eliza Drinkwitz. Iowa State coach Matt Campbell. Another names to consider, Chris Kleeman, Kansas State coach Mike Hart, Michigan running backs coach Todd Monken, Baltimore Ravens offensive coordinator. One thing's for certain, this is going to be a very big off season. And for Michigan, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But wouldn't it be nice to award Moore for what he did, those 4 games that Jim Harbaugh was suspended? That's right. Okay, so as they say, stay tuned. Details are coming. Okay, we're 11:48 p.m. Eastern Time. We do not take breaks because we do not have commercials. Let's see here. What have we got? Hee-ha, ho, ha. Excuse me. Okay. Shall we get to the scores? I'm glad you all think so. Let's give you the scores. Let's go to the NBA. We got a couple of games still in progress. Fourth quarter, 4:45 remaining. The Oklahoma City Thunder lead the San Antonio Spurs 126-96. 2:31 left to play in the third quarter between the Hawks and Warriors. Warriors lead the Hawks 94-87. Well, the Pistons finally defeated the Hornets. That's right. Miracles can and will happen. The Pistons beat the Hornets 113-106. Timberwolves over the Wizards 118-107. Grizzlies over the Heat 105-96. In overtime, the Portland Trailblazers defeated the Houston Rockets 137-131. Milwaukee Bucks, their new coach Doc Rivers, we'll talk about that shortly, defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers 126-116. Phoenix Suns over the Dallas Mavericks 132-109. Let's kick it off with the NC2A men's basketball. A couple of games still in progress. Right now, in 1923, they're still early in the second half. 28th ranked Colorado State losing to Nevada 35-27. Just getting underway. In fact, 2:27 left to play in the first. 25th ranked New Mexico leads San Antonio State 37-27. Final scores: number 8th ranked Auburn losing to Alabama 79-75. 22nd ranked Florida. FAU defeated Rice 69-56. 22nd ranked FAU, not a bad game. 16th ranked Marquette beat DePaul 86-73. 10th ranked Illinois lost in a heartbreaker in overtime to Northwestern 96-91. 23rd ranked Iowa State, the winner over Kansas State 78-67. In a jam-packed women's basketball women's basketball action, Buffalo over Bowling Green 82-72. VCU over Dayton 73-62. Rhode Island defeated LaSalle 75-47. George Mason took out some wooden teeth of George Washington and beat him with it 57-41. Maryland East Shore lost to Townsend 60-55. Georgia State over Georgia Southern 74-66. Charleston Southern over Winthrop 63-54. Duquesne over Richmond 72-59. Cincinnati over Oklahoma State 58-56. Army over Boston University 61-57. Loyola Maryland over Lafayette 67-60. Ball State over Miami of Ohio 91-56. Michigan State beat Purdue 97-70. Northern Kentucky over Youngstown State 62-56. Ohio over Central Michigan 68-58. Marshall over James Madison 77-70. Kent State over Eastern Michigan 66-57. Michigan over Maryland in overtime 79-77. Detroit over Robert Morris 56-39. Toledo over Northern Illinois 72-52. Western Michigan over Akron 60-51. Green Bay over IUPUI 87-59. Northern Alabama over Kennesaw State 79-60. Radford over UNC Asheville 59-46. Gardner-Webb over Longwood 74-59. SC Upstate over High Point 59-49. Davidson over UMass 72-42. Loyola Chicago down to Fordham 73-64. St. Joseph over St. Bonaventure 65-40. Holy Cross over American 59-48. Oklahoma defeated 10th ranked Texas 91-87. Texas Tech over Houston 66-48. Navy 59-40 winner over Bucknell. 21 ranked Creighton over Georgetown 77-72. In overtime, it was Providence over Villanova, 82-76. Butler defeated Xavier, 90-57. Middle Tennessee over Jackson State by a score of 67-47. And Queens lost to Central Arkansas, 76-59. We still got more show. 76-57. Central Arkansas over Queens. Middle Tennessee is 6-7-45 winner over Jacksonville State. North Texas over Tulane in overtime, 77-70. Tulsa over Rice, 70-65. Kansas over Iowa State, 60-58. SMU over Temple, 68-66. San Diego State over Utah State, 76-63. Wyoming over Air Force, 66-63. And UNLV over Boise State, 84-63. And New Mexico over Fresno State, 84-77. In the Farmers Insurance Open Golf Tournament, Kevin Yu holds a one-shot lead over the U.S.'s Patrick Cantlay and Ryo Hitsuzumi, who are both in the 7th round of activity. Okay, we are at 11:56. We're getting close to, as I like to say, we're getting close to the halfway point of the program. So right now, Kevin Yu has the lead at -8. Patrick Cantlay and Ryo Hitsuzumi are tied at second, -7. Hideki Matsumi is, along with Shane Lowry, tied for fourth at 6 under par. The National Hockey League, we got 4 games still going on right now. 7:18 left to play in regulation time, third period. Avalanche over the Capitals, 5-1. We're in the second intermission. The Kraken over the Blackhawks, 4-1. Early in the third, it's the Blues over the Canucks, 2-1. And 12:23 left to play in the second period. It is still the Los Angeles Kings 3, the Buffalo Sabres 1. Final scores: Panthers 6, Coyotes 2, Maple Leafs 1, Jets nothing in overtime. Hurricanes 3, Bruins 2. In Liga Mexico, it was America 2. No, the only game still going. America 2, FC Juarez 0. Full time, it was Monterrey and Querétaro tied at 1. Tigres, UNENL, and Atletico San Luis. And they're saying, no, thank you. And finally, in the Bundesliga, it was Bayern Munich over FC Union Berlin, 1-0. Okay, wow. That was a bugger, wasn't it? And another thing from the Taylor Swift fan club. Matthew. How you doing? And Matt G, how you doing? How everyone else is doing? We are about to enter the second half of our little broadcast. Let's see what we got here. Let's do some more sports for you. And The United States men's national team striker Jesus Ferreira was close to a move to Russian club Spartak Moscow before Major League Soccer stepped in to veto the deal, according to The Athletic. FC Dallas received a $13 million bid for Ferreira, which would have been accepted, as Ferreira reportedly also wanted the move, but due to all the MSL deals needing to go through the league as opposed to going through clubs like the rest of the world, the league was able to reject the deal. According to Athletic, the reasoning given to Dallas is that there are risks with an American business doing business with Russian entities, with the U.S. placing sanctions on dealings with Russia due to the ongoing war in the Ukraine. It's complicated territory for the exchange of money to go between the U.S. and Russian businesses. Spartak Moscow is also owned by Lukoil, a company that has been subject to sanctions by the United States Treasury. Now, currently fifth in the Russian Premier League, the club also would be unable to compete in UEFA competitions due to a ban placed on Russian clubs as a result of the country's invasion of Ukraine. Now, neither the league nor Dallas provided a comment as of Wednesday night, but does place Ferreira in a tough spot. In 141 matches for Dallas, Ferreira has scored 48 goals and assisted in 28 more, putting the 23-year-old in a prime position to make a move for the next step in his career, but it does seem like Russia will be that step at this time. With the Nations League semifinals and Copa America on the horizon, Ferreira's next move will be a critical one, as he is competing with his former FC Dallas teammate, Ricardo Pepi, as backup striker for the national team. Dallas is also no stranger to complicated transfers after right back Reggie Cannon's move to Boa Vista in Portugal. Dallas wasn't paid by the club, leading to the case going to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, who then ruled in favor of Dallas, but even with that ruling, the deadline for payment was still missed. It's unknown what the next steps will be for Ferreira and Dallas, but their season is set to begin on February 24th against the famed San Jose Earthquake. Okay, 2 minutes past the hour of 12 o'clock. I'm going to just stretch here for a little bit, and I'm going to relax here in my beanbag chair and just... Okay. Before we do anything right now, we're going to do something that is very much a little happy, as they say. And that is, of course, the big story, the big event, if you will. And that is that, of course, Jim Harbaugh chose the Chargers over the Falcons and the Wolverines, so we're all good. Doc Rivers shocked the world and his colleagues from ESPN in announcing on another channel, the NBA TV network, that he was going to leave ESPN for another shot at NBA coach, and that being in Milwaukee. While Doc Rivers is a no-brainer hire for the Bucks, there are a lot of people that are saying otherwise. But right now, we'll talk about that more in a bit, but right now, let's get you an update on the playoff injuries for championship games. The respective availabilities for Pro Bowlers: Baltimore Ravens tight end Mark Andrews, Ravens cornerback Marlon Humphreys, and San Francisco 49ers duo wide receiver Debo Samuel are up in the air. Let's give you the look at the Final Four and just where they're spotted. Sunday, 3 p.m. on CBS and Paramount Network, it's Kansas City Chiefs and Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are minus 3.5 points. Here is the injury report on both teams. Defense tackle Derek Nidal, tricep. Wide receiver Sky Moore, knee. Wide receiver Kadarius Toney, hip and ankle. Linebacker Willie Gay Jr., neck. Safety Mike Edwards, concussion. Guard Joel Tunney, pectoral. Tracy Smith, illness. Right backer Isaiah Pacheco, ankle and toe. Quarterback Blaine Gabbert, oblique, and cornerback Learius Sneed, calf muscle. For the Ravens, tight end Mark Andrews, ankle. Cornerback Marlon Humphrey, calf. Linebacker Delshawn Phillips, shoulder. Wide receiver Dylan Wallace. And cornerback Rock Ya-Sin. Rock Ya-Sin has a knee problem. Okay, for the Lions, San Francisco. San Francisco is the underdog, minus 7 points. Lions, line guard Jonah Jackson, knee. He is out for a season. Center Frank Ragnow, ankle, toe, knee, and back. Wide receiver Caleb Raymond, knee. Linebacker Eric N. Zalone, shoulder and ribs. Josh Daniels, ribs. Now, the top-seeded San Francisco 49ers did not have Pro Bowl wide receiver Debo Samuel on the practice field on Wednesday, as he suffered a shoulder injury on Saturday night against the Green Bay Packers. In the mild sense of the word, in the NFC division round, he did not return to this game after being further examined. On Wednesday night, they had a loaded problems. Head coach Kyle Shanahan said the star feels better, but his status for the NFC Championship is still up in the air. We wish him well. His presence is critical to the 49ers Super Bowl hopes, as the team is 8-9 when he doesn't play since drafting in 2019. That includes being 0-2 this season when he can't suit up. San Francisco averaged 71 per play with Samuel on the set. Having a little funski. Meanwhile, San Francisco gave pass rusher Nick Bosa and offense tackle Trent Williams rest days. Did not practice. Aside of that, everyone else was a full participant. 49ers also designated defense tackle Kylia Davis to return off injured reserve Wednesday after injuring his ankle against the Cowboys. Yes. The Lions ran a rock through practice on Wednesday, so their initial practice report is a estimation. Now, the estimation goes like this. Guard Jonah Jackson was listed as a non-participant, and head coach Dan Campbell said on Monday that he will not suit up on Sunday. However, he could have a chance to play in the Super Bowl if the team actually passed San Francisco. And, it's going to be quite a day, because right now we are looking at 12:10 p.m. Eastern time, 12:10 a.m. Eastern time, about 12:10. So we're going to. I'm just going to sit here like this. What the hell? Yep, just sit here. Sit here like this and enjoy the warmth. Okay, well, I like this beanbag chair. It almost put me to sleep twice, but let's see here. Yep, I've okay, wow. Okay, well, this is a little goofy. We should just but anyway, hey, still trying to just did the motion to the ocean. Um, anyway, man, I'm telling you, it has truly been a wild day. Here for you. Okay. Okay, well, it's getting to be that time again. The time on the tired. Okay. Good. You notice nothing's going on here in the world of sports, but okay. Wow. Well, anyway. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Wow. It's a little delay here, folks, so you'll excuse me. Yep, we're getting close to the end of the stream. 41:50, and it's been a long day, folks. I will tell you that. Was I able to get the furniture? Not yet. I have been out of town, and tomorrow I'll be even more out of town than usual. I got to go to Lansing. First, I'm going to check and see about. Thank you very much. Camera has moved nicely. There we go. Okay. I'm going to check and see, in fact, right now, if Nuts and Bolts, that's the Lansing Lug Nuts store, is functioning. So, if you will. Nuts and Bolts, Lansing Lug Nuts store.
I found this on the web.
Here we go. Let's see here. Scratchy. Okay, we go to the Nuts and Bolts store. Don't know if they're. Oh, hi. Here we go. Store hours are 10 to 5, Monday through Friday. 2 new official caps on sale now, which is very nice. I'm going to shop a little bit of apparel. See if I can get some something for a couple of very nice ladies. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like some of these. Very, very nice, including the hats. Yes. Let's see. If you don't mind, just talk about. No, don't talk about shelves here. I'm checking out some of the things here I could try to get for a couple of friends of mine. They know who they are. Yeah, okay. Ooh, man. 75 Ducky Wuckies? Wow. Hey, I would love to go to the store. No, I'm not adding nothing to the cart. I'd like to at least check out and see if the store will be opined. If it is, let's see, 505 East Michigan Ave. So I might just go over there if indeed, and I repeat that, if indeed they're going to be open. So at least now I know the lug nuts are in a wonderful little thing. Okay, we're about 45:29, now about 45:35. We are about 15 minutes from ending this stream. So I will tell you, folks, I cannot wait for a lug nut game. I got a couple of friends that want to make sure they get a couple of things from the Lansing lug nuts. So what more can we say? I'm going to be one very nice person. Anyway, I love the lug nuts. I haven't been able to get the furniture, Matthew. I'm going to try either tomorrow or Friday. But the weather has not been very cooperative. In fact, why don't we check the weather for mid-Michigan right now as we go fourth and Isaiah go fifth. And we just happen to have a very happy weather forecast. Let's go to WLNS.com and we'll let you know what the weather's going to be like here in mid-Michigan. So I will even show it to you here. Be very nice that we are. Okay. Sorry, folks, for again acting like a little virtual zombie here. Okay, let us get to forecast. Hello, forecast. And let's go to the forecast, please, because we need to know what the temperature and everything is going to be. Okay, the weather forecast for the lovely city of Jackson, Michigan. Rain and fog Wednesday, 90% precipitation. 38 and 34 for the high and low. Thursday will be rain late, 60% chance of precip, 37, 33 for the high and low. Friday, it'll be cloudy, 20% chance of precip, 39, 35, high, low. Saturday as well, cloudy, 10% chance of precip. Temperatures will be the same, 39 for the high, 35 for the low. Sunday, here in the mid-Michigan area, morning snow, 30% precipitation, 36 and 32. Monday and Tuesday, look for mostly cloudy skies, highs in the mid to upper 30s, lows in the lower 20s. And right now in the city of Jackson, it is 36 degrees with fog. Winds are out of the northeast at 1. Humidity at 98%. And wow, it's a full moon tonight. We have a lot of fog right now. Rain inevitable. Currently it is fog. 34 degrees. Tonight foggy, and tomorrow it's going to suck. It's going to be more rain. Anyway, there you go, folks. There is weather forecast for mid-Michigan. Courtesy of our good friends at WLNS TV 6, the Storm Tracker 6 weather forecast, courtesy of Auto Owners Insurance. Okay, 12:24. Again, sorry for the way the show goes or has been going. Things are going so great that I just get this feeling that sleep is not going to be the more, shall we say, strangest things I've ever done in this lifespan. But hey, who knows? Okay, we are about 9 minutes 15 seconds. All righty, here we go. Meh. Let's see. We haven't heard much about the little bit of strangeness. Actually, I won't say weirdness, but it's a little weird today. Was a little weird today. What more can you say except the fun has just begun? And I know we've been a little crazy here, but let me just tell you, tomorrow we're going to be back to our little abnormal self. And that's going to wrap things up for us for right now. We are going to kill the feed, and we will be back tomorrow, bright and beautiful, at 11:35 to talk more sports, some entertainment news, and try not to fall asleep. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I am Steve the Baxman Baxley, and as always, we bring you love, and we say thank you and good night. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions, and was sponsored, of course, by Nodos, and I wish I took some right now. But thank you, everybody, for watching. We're going to go go literally fall asleep, and we'll talk to you folks tomorrow. Don't worry, when we get the furniture, we'll let you know. But we're still we're still moving in, and you can at least see the kitchen is getting into good shape. So stay tuned. Everything will be self-explanatory. We'll talk to you tomorrow. So long, everybody.